for cost price, right? So you just purchase from that, assemble here, and sell your goods. And what are the impacts of outsourcing? Number one, obviously, it increases international trade activities. When others are making for you and you focus on just one thing, selling your goods, you expand your business. Number two, it lower your cost. How? Why you go for external purchase? Why you go for outsourcing? Because producing that component or that part is expensive for you rather purchasing outside. So you lower your cost. When you lower your cost, your profit. So that's why your profit is magnified. Through increase in international trade, your profit is increased. And through outsourcing, your profit is also increased. So that's why the MNCs, their profits are in billions of dollars. Billions of dollars, 200 billion, 100 billion, right? This kind of. So what are the criticism on outsourcing regard? So I just explained to you guys, this book is US centric. So you will be seeing a lot of US example. We can have more our local example as well. So time to time, we will be discussing that as well. So outsourcing may reduce US jobs. That is a criticism. It is good or bad? Can anybody explain? This criticism is good or bad? Anyone?
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
How?
I mean, there are both sides. Like this criticism, it's like it's the bad for the countries who are providing the labor, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's good for companies inside of the United States that want to provide the same service. So again, depends of the point of view.
I think it's bad for the from the aspect of different social classes. For example, it may be good for company owners and rich people, but it's bad for people who don't have the secondary education, maybe.
So one point of view is that it is bad. How bad? If we are here and we talk about China, right? So if you outsource means like Apple is doing, making parts from China and selling all over the world. So US, what US doing? It's sending its dollar to China. I'm just removing the effect of foreign exchanges, write it down, dollar here. And receiving goods from outsourcing, right? And then what's happening here? So those factories that were producing these goods, they will lose job or they are already lost their jobs, right? It is good or bad?
Sir, of course it's bad. It's like they lose the potential. But simply put, can we say that outsourcing is gathering like the required parts for a specific product from abroad rather than manufacturing it in your own country?
We can also, outsourcing doesn't mean that you are already importing from some other countries. You can also import from other factory. Rather, you are also in US. You can also ask other US firm to make for you. But we are here learning international finance, so everything is involved two countries. Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
But I think there is a different aspect to what you just described. If, for example,
Yes,
a US company is outsourcing production.
I'm coming to that point as well. So remember, every example is going to be included in at least two countries. Yes, outsourcing can be done within a country as well, yes, but that has no effect on international trade or international finance. International finance or
That
international
makes
will be
sense.
affected when at least there are two countries involved. Understand?
Huh?
Okay. So one point of view is that it is bad, right? Because that's what President Trump is saying, that Americans are losing jobs. You know, it's China. Everywhere is China, 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 right? But economists, they don't see like this a bad thing. They think it's good. How? Let me just draw again. So have you heard this word? Specialization?
Yes.
So this is outsource. So US firm sending money. Okay, sending money. Sorry. Sending money to China, and China is giving. Come on, what happened to me? Here. So they say that that firm which has lost its job. Why? Because outsourcing is given to China. It means it is not doing good to the society. It is not specialized. It is consuming resources, right? So it is better for that firm to move to move, come on, to move of the other sectors where it can be proper utilizing its resources or be very specialized in that. If they are good in services, then they should move into service industry. So economists, they see a country as a society. They don't see individual firm. They see collectively collection of firms and households. They see that outsourcing is good. How? Because it basically, you know, giving that country a punching warning that you are not specialized in that, it's better you go to that sector which is more specialized for you, and you can contribute to more in the societies or in US economy as well, right? So in short run, you can say that where is my, so in short run,
This table.
it is bad, but in long run, it is good. Understand? Okay, so let's move towards the other slide, that is. So managerial design regarding outsource, we already discussed many points in our whiteboard discussion. So let's just read that. Number one, managers of the US-based MNC may argue that they create jobs for US workers. Shareholders may suggest that managers are not maximizing the MNC's value as a result of their commitment to creating jobs. Top managers should consider potential savings that could occur as a result of outsourcing and managers must consider the possible bad publicity, bad morale that occur among US workers. So have you ever heard about Japanese companies outsourcing from other countries?
No, never.
Why is that?
Maybe sometimes, but
If it is that, it is very minimal. Why? Because Japanese, they consider their firms as a worshiping place, as a holy place. So they go, the famous argument over there is that they go young at the company and they exit when they have like, very old, about to die. They don't want to retire. Plus they want to work for their one company, that's it. So over there is this kind of argument prevails. Plus, they don't want, Japanese don't want to create bad morale in their Japanese workforce, right? Because they think of themselves that we are superior when it comes to production, when it comes to robotics, when it comes to Six Sigma approach, defect-free production. So it's some kind of like publicity or bad publicity if they outsource from other countries as well. So sometimes outsourcing is very good for the benefit of the company, but sometimes it is also